Reality is you're probably not doing anywhere near enough to get the success that you're looking for. And that this is prop money that's just for the thumbnail. See that? 100% fake. Totally prop money. What is up, side hustlers, entrepreneurs, business builders, and dream makers? Welcome to the Study of Side Hustle Podcast, episode 94. It's great to be back in your butts once again as we strive to be every single day of the work week. Today, I would like to have a conversation with you about one of the most underrated truths of business, especially when you're first starting out, that if you get this right, you will be successful, and if you get it wrong, you're gonna struggle. So with that being said, let's get into it. I'm going to give you 3 examples, and then I'm going to share the timeless, unconditional truth with you that if you implement it in your business, you will see success. Example number 1. This is a hypothetical. The other 2 are going to be practical. Imagine that you were trying to make an extra $3,000 a month from home. Here's the exact playbook that I would tell you to run. Okay. Step number 1. You got to learn a valuable skill that businesses will pay for. This could be anything like web design, social media management, copywriting, managing Google, Facebook, TikTok ads, graphic design, stuff like that. Then spend 100 hours learning this skill. 20 of those hours can be watching YouTube videos. The other 80 need to be actually practicing the skill itself. This also, by the way, builds you a portfolio along the way, making it easier to sell later. Step number 2. Build a package that's $500, $1,000, or $1,500 a month. Step number 3, join online groups and communities and local or virtual networking groups where small businesses congregate. Step number 4, have as many one-on-one conversations as it takes to get 5 people to allow you to do your services for them for free for 1 month in exchange for testimonial. This is what that looks like. Hey, I'm starting out in this business. I've been doing this for a little while. Here's my existing portfolio, and I'm trying to build some testimonies and some case studies. So could I do this service for you for free for 1 month, and then at the end of the month, get a testimony from you about how it went? They'll say yes. Step number 5, at the end of that month, collect the testimonial first and then offer to continue providing the service at your preset rate from step 2. It's very likely that you're going to get at least 1, maybe even up to 5 clients from this. Step number 6, repeat steps 4 and 5 until you have 6 paying clients. You'll now hit $3,000 to $9,000 a month, depending on how much you initially charged back in step 2. You repeat until your business is at the level you want it to be. Now, the big one here that should catch a lot of people off guard is spend a full month doing the entire service for them for free. Example number 2. This is the example that inspired today's episode. It's a coaching call that I had earlier today with a new coaching client of mine. And we are building out a plan for them. And I will just share everything with you. That's what I'm going to do. I told them, hey, you know what? Because your software is an all-in-one platform, the software you're trying to sell is an all-in-one platform, what I would do in your shoes trying to get clients, since you currently have 0, is I would go to these networking groups. I would go to these ideal prospects that you already have, these relationships you already have, and I would say, hey, can I build a website for you for free? Can I integrate that website with an entire all-in-one platform that has a CRM, an ESP, a calendar, everything else that his all-in-one platform does? Build that all out for you, manage it for you, transfer everything over for you, and then run it for you for 3 months, all 100% for free, with the only catch at the end of that 3-month time period, I want 1, a testimony from you, and 2, if you like the service, then you will pay $197 a month to keep the service from that point moving forward, which, by the way, with all of the softwares that this replaces, should be saving you money anyway. Example number 3. Remember, at the end, I'm going to tell you what the golden rule is here if you haven't caught on. Example number 3. My business. I made a post, and I'll tell you the full story. I made a post the other day, sometime last week. It was late at night, and given the nature of the post and the timing of the post, I expected it to perform very poorly. But I thought, you know what? If 2 people respond to this, it might give me an idea and it might be worthwhile. And the post basically said, you know how I give away immense value constantly, and every week I'm actually just offering something of crazy value for free, whether it's a fully done funnel or whether it's a full course or whatever it is. You know that I only put out quality content, and you know that I'm not going to do it if I can't do it exceptionally well. So with that being said, what do you want? That's what the post said. And then one person responded to that post and said, hey, why don't you just focus on one freebie and scale it? So here's the technical answer to that. Because it doesn't work. You can't scale one freebie because there's something called offer fatigue. If you try to scale anything, you will experience offer fatigue. So your offers have to rotate and they have to cycle. Your core product, good, or service should be one thing, and then your freebies should be on a cycle and they should rotate. Think McDonald's. They have burgers, fries, and sodas. But every month they have a different promotion going on, right? So you market the promotion, you market the freebie or the tripwire product, you market the promotion, and that way when it starts to experience offer fatigue, you transfer to a different promotion, different tripwire, different freebie, while keeping your core offer the same and your backend systems the same. In the last 9 years, I've watched somewhere between 20 and 30 people scale from basically 0 to 7 or 8 figures, and 100% of them have done it this way. It's what works. That's the technical answer. But I also had this incredible thought afterwards. And I said, you know what? What if I built out one platform that hosted all of these things so that I could run these promotions, but always give away the same freebie? So then the promotion could focus on this one cool thing that I have. And if you want access to it, you also get access to all this other free stuff. So I'm always giving more value than I promised every single time. That idea excited me. And so as I started looking into it, started doing a little bit of research, I realized in order to do this right, it's going to take me somewhere between 100 to 150 hours of work to get this prepared and operational. That's like a month's worth of work, right? If it was my full-time, everything I was doing, right? So that's what I'm doing right now. Number 4, bonus one. I've talked about this one in the past, so I'm just going to chime it in here and sprinkle it in so that you can understand that this is really a holistic thing. It's not just about one particular. If you haven't figured out what it is yet, I'll share it in just a minute. Cold email doesn't work, right? Well, on average, it actually takes about, across all industries, 2,500 cold emails to be sent in order to get one client out of it, which means it does work in a very predictable fashion. You can replicate it, you can repeat it, you can duplicate it, and you can make it consistent if you're willing to put in the work. Or social media organic, right? I've spent the entire year building my social media presence on one platform. On that one platform, I have a little over 5,000 followers now. On that one platform, I'm getting a customer or two a month right now. That's 10 months. Imagine 10 years, right? 12 times as much work and effort. So what is the lesson? If you haven't guessed it yet, it's really simple. In fact, I'll give you 2 lessons today because I think they're so integrated within each other. Okay. Lesson number 1. You've probably dramatically underestimated the amount of work and effort and energy it takes to be successful. You probably have not misassociated the tasks necessary, but you probably misassociated the amount of tasks, the volume of work. If you want to be the best in your field, it takes a tremendous amount of work. If you want to be good enough in your field to be paid well, it takes a tremendous amount of work. You've probably underestimated the amount of work that you need to put in to get the results that you desire. But if you're willing to put in that amount of work, it's almost impossible to not be successful. And my second lesson for you today is simply put, your financial compensation in business is directly proportional to the amount of value you give prior to asking for financial compensation. That's all I have for you guys today. Be back in your beds once again tomorrow. Love y'all. God bless.